Martin looking. Here's Clark. She fires and goes! She hits!
The basketball world is in shock. Caitlin Clark, this amazing WNBA rookie, has officially crossed the ocean. Yes, you heard me correctly, Caitlin Clark is joining the European League. This news is not just another story, it's a massive event that is causing waves throughout the WNBA and the global sports scene.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Fans who once filled arenas to witness Clark's brilliance on the WNBA courts are now filled with questions about what will unfold next. Meanwhile, fans in Europe are buzzing with excitement, eagerly awaiting her arrival and wondering how she will transform the game on their home courts. The mix of tension, exhilaration, and disbelief creates a storm of emotions.
Jalen Amos is a big fan of Caitlin Clark carrying a big sign.
Because she knows how to hoop.
WNBA, which enjoyed record viewership because of Clark, is suddenly facing a significant gap. It's not merely about her impressive statistics or stunning highlights, it's about the dynamic energy she unleashed. Her star appeal and unique ability to engage fans are simply unmatched.
Came last night.
Yeah.
You're a Mystics fan.
Yeah.
But I see the Indiana shirt. So what are we doing here?
I like Caitlin Clark more.
Now, everyone is asking what will this mean for the future of the WNBA? And how will the European League make the most of Clark's presence? The anticipation for Caitlin Clark's performances in new arenas, amidst both supporters and skeptics, has everyone eagerly awaiting what's to come. But what does this development signify for the larger world of women's basketball?
A sold-out crowd in Evanston tonight for the Northwestern women's basketball game against the Iowa Hawkeyes. All the buzz surrounding a player on that visiting team.
Before we explore this fascinating story, we kindly ask you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay with us as we dive deep into the implications of this transformative decision and investigate the captivating journey of Caitlin Clark, not only in the WNBA but now also in Europe. Make sure you do not miss any updates as we uncover what lies ahead for this basketball sensation. The story of Caitlin Clark becoming a shining star in the basketball community is nothing short of incredible. In her first season with the Indiana Fever, she did not only participate, she took the game by storm.
Some shots.
45 blocks last year, Clark for three! Clark, they said she has redefined what a good shot is. Look how far out she was.
Her talent to command the court, making incredible three-point shots, and executing critical plays game after game made her rise to fame rapidly. Fans flocked to the arenas, eager to witness her brilliance, and soon her jersey emerged as one of the best sellers in the WNBA.
Minutes after Clark was picked, stores rolled out Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jerseys and t-shirts. We caught it all on video.
Each time she stepped onto the court, there was an undeniable air of magic surrounding her. Her presence brought a level of excitement and energy that the WNBA desperately needed, and the league recognized this. With each match, the number of fans attending skyrocketed, and it wasn't just supporters from Indiana who were watching. Basketball enthusiasts from all over the nation found themselves captivated, witnessing Clark illuminating the scoreboard.
Y'all quiet now. Now I want somebody to send that to you, because you know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who you are. Y'all had a lot to say early.
She transformed into more than just a player, she became a phenomenon. Yet, as the excitement around her grew, so too did the weight of expectation. Clark was not only a star player in the WNBA, she was redefining the future of the league. Her performances were groundbreaking, setting new records for both newcomers and experienced players.
Cashes. Next Fever possession, Clark fires another sidestep three and nails it. She finished with a career-high 35 points as the Fever go on to win.
Yet, beneath the fame and glory, a sense of unease began to build. While the WNBA celebrated her achievements, was the league truly ready to support a talent with her extraordinary potential?
Martin for Marshall. And a foul there on the baseline as Marshall.
Signs hinted at uncertainty, but did anyone foresee that Clark might seek opportunities beyond their reach? Caitlin Clark's journey to fame appeared perfect to many observers, yet the truth was much more intricate. Beneath her bright smile and astonishing statistics, Clark found herself grappling with mounting frustration over the physical nature of the WNBA.
Inside, Daniel draws a double, forced it up, brings it off. Another missed layup, and Caitlin Clark is hurt.
This league, recognized for its fierce and sometimes brutal style of gameplay, was lacking the support it required. She had openly expressed her concerns regarding the harsh fouls, the aggressive hits she faced, and those instances when it felt as if the referees were ignoring the unfairness on the court. Game after game, it was evident that Clark was taking a beating on the court.
First half about Seattle, and all of a sudden, we're pretty close. This has been as close as it's been all second.
Fans often wondered how could the referees allow so much to go unchecked? There were moments that left spectators gasping, questioning how much more she could take. The infamous eye poke incident became the talk of the season.
In pain after she caught that fingertip in the eye or right around.
Clark, mid-air shooting a three-pointer, was struck across the face. No foul was called. It wasn't just a physical blow, it was a symbolic one. The lack of response from officials spoke volumes about how the league treated its stars, especially one as influential as Clark. Many began to ask, was the WNBA enough to protect their future MVP? The constant rough play, combined with inconsistent officiating, took a toll on her game and her spirit. Clark wasn't just playing to win, she was playing to survive. It was clear that something had to change, and maybe that's when she started to look beyond the WNBA for a place where she could shine without feeling under siege. As Caitlin Clark's frustration grew, so did the media's sudden interest in her story. ESPN, which had been somewhat lukewarm in its coverage of Clark during her WNBA run, suddenly began paying attention.
WNBA, as we all know, is wrapping up this remarkable season of growth and interest. And it comes off the heels of what Caitlin Clark helped achieve at Iowa for the last couple.
It was as if her potential departure triggered a realization within the network they had been sitting on a goldmine. The ratings from her games had consistently outperformed expectations, even rivaling some NBA broadcasts, yet she wasn't getting the prime coverage she deserved. Now, with news of her move to Europe, ESPN is scrambling to catch up. Suddenly, they're airing highlights discussing her career trajectory and speculating about what could have been. But the question remains, why didn't they capitalize on her popularity earlier? Why did it take the threat of her leaving for them to recognize the full scope of her influence? In many ways, ESPN's reaction mirrors the WNBA's handling of Clark. Both seem to underestimate the value of their star player until it was almost too late. Now, as they attempt to play catch-up, one has to wonder, could they have done more to keep her in the WNBA spotlight? Was this a missed opportunity on a grand scale? It is very difficult to talk about the effect Caitlin Clark has had without looking at the incredible economic force she became in such a short time. In her first year, she did not just break records on the basketball court, she also broke them at ticket offices.
6:49 your time right now. The Caitlin Clark effect is coming to North Texas. In just hours, tickets go on sale to see the college basketball history maker in her first game in the WNBA.
She makes her debuts in the pros against the Dallas Wings, and that game is expected to sell.
She was the reason for an astonishing 400% rise in the number of fans attending Indiana Fever games. People were not just going to watch basketball, they were eager to see Caitlin Clark play. Her jersey sales soared, even outpacing legendary figures like Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. Fans eagerly snatched up anything bearing her name and likeness, and wherever she went, excited supporters gathered in droves. The excitement in the arenas was unlike anything seen in years, if not ever. The financial influence she had on the WNBA was clear and powerful. However, one must ask, did the league truly value her contributions? There is no doubt that WNBA gained from her talent, but as Clark began contemplating new opportunities, it became evident that her worth may not have been fully recognized. The league had a bright star, but did they take the necessary steps to keep her on their roster? As the dust settles on Caitlin Clark's move to the European League, one thing is clear: the WNBA missed a massive opportunity. Clark wasn't just another player, she was the future of the league. Her performances brought in fans, boosted ratings, and helped elevate the WNBA to new heights. Yet, despite all that, it seems the league didn't fully grasp the magnitude of what they had. The WNBA's handling of the rough play and inconsistent officiating played a significant role in Clark's frustration. Fans watched in disbelief as star players like Clark took hard hits with little consequence. The eye poke incident was the tipping point for many, raising questions about how the league protected its stars. The silence from the WNBA in response to these concerns spoke volumes. Clark's move to Europe is not just a personal decision, it's a reflection of how the WNBA managed or mismanaged one of its brightest stars.
With the first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select.
Could they have done more to keep her? Was this a sign that the league needs to evolve if it hopes to retain talent like Caitlin Clark in the future? As Caitlin Clark's rise to fame continued, another discussion began to emerge, one that focused less on her incredible performance and more on how she is perceived. Comments made by Elisa Thomas regarding the racial dynamics of Clark's growing popularity stirred a significant debate within the basketball world.
In my 11-year career, I've never experienced the racial comments from the Indiana Fever fan base.
Thomas, a well-respected player with years of experience, suggested that Clark's ascent in the sport involved elements beyond just her talent on the basketball court, prompting a deeper discussion about race and media bias in the realm of sports. Despite these swirling opinions, Clark kept her eyes set firmly on her hard work and unwavering determination, making it clear that outside perspectives would not dictate her path to success. She consistently demonstrated that her journey to the summit was built solely on effort, commitment, and a continuous desire for greatness. While some critics tried to interpret her achievements through a racial viewpoint, Clark asserted that her love for basketball eclipsed such concerns. The conversation about race and bias in athletics is an ongoing one, and Clark's story reignited this important issue. Yet, as she prepares to take her talents to Europe, attention will rightfully return to what truly matters: her performance on the court. With Caitlin Clark's relocation to Europe now officially confirmed, a thrilling new chapter in her basketball saga is about to unfold. European audiences are buzzing with excitement, keen to witness the flair and skill she will bring to the hardwood.
The Caitlin Clark effect came to mean many things, but one of them, long lines for hours to see her play.
The burning questions loom: will her style of play adapt seamlessly to the dynamics of this new league? How will she navigate the distinct rhythm of the game and the unique challenges posed by overseas competition? For Clark, this transition symbolizes a chance for renewal and avenue to evolve not just as a player but as an individual. Though she will certainly face challenges on her path, her unrivaled commitment and determination signify that she will rise powerfully to confront them. The European League prepares to embrace one of the most thrilling talents in women's basketball, and all eyes will be glued to her as she dons her new European jersey for the very first time. A wave of excitement crashes over basketball fans worldwide. How will this new chapter in Caitlin Clark's career unfold? Will she maintain her dominance as she did in the WNBA? Or will she encounter unforeseen challenges in the European League? One certainty remains: regardless of the venue, Caitlin Clark is an undeniable force on the court. As Caitlin Clark begins her exciting journey in Europe, the WNBA finds itself in a difficult position. Her leaving is a big blow to the league, affecting both the games and the atmosphere surrounding it. The WNBA has much to consider regarding how they managed one of their brightest talents. It is crucial for them to think carefully about ensuring they do not lose another star of her level in the future. At the same time, Caitlin Clark's adventure is just starting. She has shown her strength and skill in the WNBA, and now she is prepared to face new challenges across the ocean. Fans globally are filled with curiosity about what awaits her next, and one fact is clear: Caitlin Clark is not done yet. Her narrative is only beginning, and the world is paying attention. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on Caitlin Clark and all the news from the basketball world.